Hi, I'm Archie and I'm a recovered alcoholic. Welcome to Living Life Recovery, a safe place where you can investigate the promises of God for yourself. This week we're looking at step 2, believing that God exists, that He cares about me, and that He can help me to recover. 1 Corinthians 1 verse 30 tells us it was for our benefit that God sent Christ into the world, to put us right with Himself, to free us from our sins. Ephesians 6 verse 7 tells us that we should work enthusiastically as though we are working for the Lord rather than for people. And it's important for us in recovery that we be enthusiastic about our recovery and that we try and help each other progress as we go along. 1 Corinthians 4 verse 20 tells us that recovery is about learning to live for God, about learning to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. Matthew 5 verse 8 tells us that the way to see God in this outside world is through having our inside world clean, having our minds and our hearts put right with Him. Romans 1 verse 12 tells us that the way for us to grow in our faith is through encouraging each other. 1 Corinthians 15:57 tells us that the way to victory is through personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Matthew 11 verse 30 tells us that believing in God should be easy for us, because nothing that God is going to give us is going to be harder for us to bear than what we've already come through. What I want us to do this week is something very simple. What I want us to do is find out for ourselves, what do I believe in God? I want you to think of your recovery as a straight line. At one end is unbelief, where you don't believe that God exists. At the other end is spiritual growth, and believing, yes, God exists, and that He cares about me, and that He will help me to recover. I want you to draw the line, and in between, I want you to put gaps in between. As I said, the first one is unbelief. The second is believing that there is a God. The third is believing there is a God and He cares about me. The next one is believing that there is a God, that He cares about me, and that He can help me to recover. And the last one is as I said, spiritual growth. Believing not just that He can help me to recover, but that He is helping me to recover. 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9 and 10 in the Life Recovery says, "My gracious favour is all you need. My power works best in your weakness. So now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may work through me. Since I know it is all for Christ's good. I'm quite content with my weaknesses, with insults, with hardships, persecutions and calamities. If I am weak, I know that I am strong." Step 2 is about believing that there is a God, that He cares about you, and that He will help you to recover. And it is important to remember that when you do feel weak, that God is always there and always with us. Thanks for visiting. Come back again.